Hello everyone, and how is it going? My name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Civilization. What I'm going to do today is show you how to take down a level 25 player, or at least how I took down a level 25 player. Now the player that I have just attacked, he is the first level 25 player on our server. His power was way higher than anyone else, but he stopped like 3 months ago. He stopped playing for whatever reason, I don't know. Now what I'm trying to say is that it's not really advisable to zero players. To zero players it's a little bit bad, if you wanna ask me. You lose a lot of troops, he loses a lot of troops, but we have our history with this player. From the Mightiest Governor events, from the kill events. We all know how those Mightiest Governor events go, especially the kill events when people just kill the farms. And this is why basically he is parked out here where he stopped playing. That is because he was killing our farms whenever there was a kill event. So obviously he somehow deserves it. So before you wanna zero someone, you need to make sure that he deserves it. Alright, so now let's talk about the tactics. Now I know that he is not online, obviously. So I was able to take my time how to position my troops. So that is very, very important. You see, I have my main tanking troop over there, so I make sure that nothing else is gonna hit my troops except my main tanking troop. And this is the same thing you can do with the rally. So if you want to hit the city with a rally, and then you want to hit the city with other groups of troops, this is the best way you can do it. You just hit from one side, and then the others should hit from the other side. They will eventually surround it, but you should try avoid the front. Especially if there is an AoE commander like YSG, Richard, Sunsu Kusunoki. The number of troops that are in the city is 443,000 tier 4. I'm attacking, I think, with around 900,000, give or take. So I started with my tanking group, and then I'm hitting with the other groups. So let the battle begin. He has Charles, Martel and Richard the First in defense, but they are very low level. They are very low level, so that means the talents, they are not great either. So you can see that his Richard, the fan shape area from his Richard is only hitting my main tanking group. Now when you wanna plunder someone, once the first attack goes through and is successful, you have to let your troops return with the resources, otherwise you're not plundering anything. So if you want to plunder, when you attack players, you need to do the main attack and then let the troops return. Now my purpose is to zero this player, so you can see that I'm doing continuous attacks. The attack from my Charles Martel, the battle report, did not come in, so he's back in there. Now this is slightly a bit of mistake. I should have coordinated the other two groups to go back and then hit again from the back. But I knew I took out a bunch of troops already, so, and his Richard is weak. So I let them stay in the front because they are having their damage reduced by his Richard at this point. So you can see that I'm getting prepared. It shows me victory, but the attack goes on because I want to zero him. He doesn't have resources, so I don't attack him for the purpose of resources. I attack him for the purpose of zeroing him. So once the majority of troops, they are either injured or in hospital, you can see that his power of defending exponentially went down. So there you go. I'm going again. You don't have to let him breathe. You let him breathe, he has the time to heal his troops. So your attack is not going to be successful. So again, you can see that that's it. His troops are gone. No more. So he's 0. There are no more troops into his city. Except his hospital is full. That's it. So I lost a bunch of power. I did the math and I lost about 28,000 troops to 0 him. Tier 4 troops. And now I'm gonna show you the battle reports. As I mentioned, I've done this to 0 him. If you do this and you want to plunder, you attack. Once the initial attack is over, you let your troops return. Now if you want to 0 someone, you need to take in consideration that my troops count was always high. My troops count was always high, and that is the reason why I kept hitting, why I kept going back. If your troops count is low, there's no reason to keep going back. You're just going to kill your troops on the second wave. So that is a very important thing that you need to keep in mind when you want to 0 someone. If you want to do the math, you can do the math, but I think I did the math and it was around 28,000 troops that my troops that died. As part of siege, I don't care how many siege die, to be honest, because they are mostly important for farming. So this is the continuous attack that I was talking about. You can see that I have 14,000 dead troops on this one, and it shows there that he has 180,000. Well, this is that main attack that was keep hitting the city all the time, that was not interrupting the battle, so he can aid the so he can heal his troops. The way you can get out of this is someone is trying to 0 your city. If you do not have the frenzy battle buff, which prevents you from shielding, you can shield. So as long as you didn't scout someone for a certain amount of minutes, it's like a red horse buff on the left of your troops. You get that when you PvP. You get that when you scout someone, player especially. So if you don't have that buff over there, you can shield. So this is a way you can get out of this. So if someone tries to 0 you and you don't have that particular buff, or you wait for it, or especially if someone rallies you, if you see that someone is rallying, you should stop scouting, you should stop attacking. You need to let that timer to go away and be prepared. If things go sideways, you can shield. So this is how you can protect yourself from being 0'd. Obviously he was not online, so I was keep doing my stuff, so keep 0ing him and attacking him. So that's the numbers, 443. That's what the troops buff and his commanders. Alright, so now I'm gonna put the second video, which is the second part of this video, and I suppose it's this one. That looks really small.
I fight for my lost freedom and my outraged daughters.
Why did the system made it so small? I have no idea. Alright, so this is the second part of the video. I had a fight with someone else. This is from the kill event as well. So I fought with Valhalla. This is the second battle I had with him, but I didn't record the first one, so I do apologize. It's going to be 140,000 Boudica and YSG. I'm just testing how that guy is doing, and he has 150,000 troops. Obviously I have way more research than him, so I was trying that 10,000 troops might compensate, but it did not. On the other battle I had 140,000 as well, and he had 154 or 52, and I won. And I will show you battle replay from the other one as well. Let me get where the battle is happening actually.
The Iceny pay no. The Iceny pay no.
Alright, so now here it is. Here's the battle happening. So this is Boudica and YSG versus Sun Tzu and Richard I. Now I have to say that his Richard is done pretty bad and he has a mixture of troops. I have only archers and I have Boudica and YSG. I think you see a difference in nuke. The damage that he does with his nuke and the damage I do with my nuke. So that's why even with nukers, having just a single type of troops is much better than mixture of troops. So there you go, my Boudica is destroying him. The purple balls of doom. Why did they make it purple? I have no idea, but that's funny, yo. When I really like it. I enjoy when Boudica does her main skill. That's really fun. And you can see how often they are using their main skills. So how much skill damage is involved. Alright, so that was it. I smashed him. Poor fella. 150,000 versus 140. Boudica and YSG. He had a 50 Sun Tzu. Look at that. Troops buff, so a 6-star Sun Tzu even. So that's why I was trying to say, in terms of stats, I was having way higher than him, and his Richard looks pretty bad. He didn't max out the first skill of Richard. Now I'm gonna show you the second battle with him. This is what I'm definitely looking for right now. So 154,000. So that was the second battle. He had Boudica primary and Sun Tzu secondary. And obviously 154,000. Mixture of troops again. And the report is gonna come up right now. Yeah, there it is. So this is the report. And I used my Boudica and Scipio. Again, 140,000 troops. I had 67 remaining and he had 154. So Boudica and Scipio, it does work. It does great. I have no complaint about it. But I forgot to record this battle, unfortunately. I was there, you know, then I was battling and then I was looking at the battle report and I said, oh my god, I forgot to press record. But that's alright, I had the battle report anyway. So again, I had way more stats on him. Troops buff. Obviously archers, because I think archers I had with me, or cavalry. Might have been cavalry on this one. I think I had cavalry. Right, so that is about this video. So it's zeroing that level 25 player and these two PvP battles that I had on the kill event, which I didn't record. I hope you find this helpful, and next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. Peace out, yo. Take care.